everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Creating Beyond Limits video. I'm just going to let you all know straight away, this video is full of spoilers for Avengers Endgame. We're just going to be talking about our favorite moments and whatnot. So here is your quick warning. If you've not seen the movie, get out, go see the movie, then come back and hear our discussion about it. Joining me for this video is my partner Samantha. You're familiar with her from some other videos, and also her sister Katrina and her partner Dom, who's also on the channel in the future. So some time travel going on there, depending on when you're watching this. So yeah, we're gonna jump straight into this. So
was that meant to be in relation to Endgame?
Yeah.
Spoiler. We're full of spoilers right now. So we're just gonna quickly we talk about the opening real fast, like how the film starts off with Hawkeye. You know, we all know what happened at the end of Infinity War, and this starts off with Hawkeye showing what he was doing during the events of Thanos fighting everyone, and then you get to see like his daughter and his family like just completely poof. What did you all think of that? I thought that was bad that you actually didn't see them disappear.
Yeah, he didn't know actually what was going on.
I didn't think all of them would go at the one time. I thought like one of them. I thought like the mother or something would go, and the kids would be left or something.
Yeah, because everyone it's like some of them had like moments to actually talk,
like,
or I don't feel so good, or like seeing someone react to it. But
how did it decide that only half of the population was gone, but there was 5 of them, so at least 2 of them should have been left in the family?
No, it was the whole of the universe, everybody on each planet. So it didn't matter who it was just like a random selection.
Yeah, I know, but that out of 5 people in a family, only one of them.
I don't think it was gone by family.
It's magic. Infinity Stone magic. Yeah. No one knows. So.
Think about it. If it was everybody in the whole town that he was in, it doesn't matter who's there in that town.
It's just random.
It's just, let's say 500 people, 250 of them are gone in that town.
So look at the draw.
It's just bad luck for him that all of his family were part of it.
And the fact that he literally had his back turned to everyone when it happened, so he didn't get to see.
Would you just seen a bit of dust?
Like, I don't know.
Why did he have the thing on his ankle?
Oh, because he was on house arrest from the whole Civil War situation.
Why he wasn't in Infinity War.
Did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp when he's on house arrest? Well, you see, me and Samantha, we rewatched all of the movies in preparation for this, and we also ranked them. There's a link to that up here somewhere, so go check that out. So yeah, well, I thought that was a strong opening anyway, and we're just gonna cut back like in the first 15 minutes, like they kill Thanos like straight out. It makes you think this is gonna be a completely different movie. Like you think that they're gonna be fighting this version of Thanos, and then he's just dead. Like, that was a surprise. Were you surprised by that?
No.
No? You expect them?
Really.
No.
You knew they were going to kill that Thanos.
Everybody wanted to see Thanos die in the Force, and that's what they were doing. And maybe people
it was just reference to you should have went for the head.
Yeah, well, I just...
or of the bull.
So, you knew they were going to time travel, and then that one was going to come to the future?
I strongly expected time travel.
Yeah, but there has to be an end fight.
I literally said, I hope there's no time travel.
I was really hoping against time travel.
Yeah.
Most people, time travel's a tricky thing. You either roll with it or it's just something that you're just not gonna like. I just ended up
I didn't mind the time travel watching it.
Yeah.
But I did say before we went into that movie, I hope there's no time travel.
I told you there was gonna be time travel.
I like time travel movies. They're really good. It's just that
they're predictable, and
Yeah, there's no imagination in it because it's either the world ends because you're to change in the past, or what they did, they just figured out this script and this is what's going to happen, and it did happen.
Yeah, Tony Stark figures out like that, so
yeah,
it's overnight.
Really a build of it's it was just
time travel's a possibility. It's a possibility. Tony Stark's I'm not interested. Oh wait, I have an idea. Oh, it worked.
That is very much Tony Stark though.
He could have been working on this secretly.
That's exactly what he does.
Yeah.
It's not a new thing for him. when he was stuck in the cave. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I have an idea. I'll make a suit. He made a suit.
And it worked.
When he lost his suit, oh, I have an idea.
Well, Doctor Strange was like, it was Tony Stark was important to survive Infinity War. He's the one that figures out time travel. He's the one that makes the ultimate sacrifice in the end, and stuff like that. So it's just, I would have liked if they showed a couple of scenes where the thing failed instead of it just instantly working, basically.
Like you wanted them to go back in time again. To
No,
make it happen again?
when he's doing the test thing, when he's at home, like running running the program
that
to
his
see.
program didn't work
Yeah,
instantly.
like
he
if
tried it like 5 times.
Yeah, because he said he referenced that he's tried it multiple times because he says this is the last one for the
I
night.
had a brainwave.
But it'd probably sit better with people if they actually seen it fail twice or something like that before.
Yeah, because it was already on his screen exactly what he was doing.
I was hoping that the doctor would come in and add something to it to make it work.
That would have been great because then it would have
thing.
shown that she is also a genius.
Like that he was
And then
overthinking
some
it,
with
but
her
it was
later.
something simple. That.
Yeah, that
I
would have been brilliant.
love that line that she says, "I love you 3000."
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's like,
It's so
aww.
sweet.
Like, she only has a few moments in it, but she'll probably end up like this. MCU is gonna be going on for years to come. Like Marvel just bought, Disney just bought Fox, X-Men and all are gonna get introduced. Like in a couple of years, as time advances, like that character's probably gonna get brought back, and she's gonna be like a different version of Iron Man.
The Wolverine, the kid that's replacing Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
There's actually an animated film. I think it's called Young
Oh
Avengers.
no, it wasn't his daughter. It was another.
It was like his DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't literally his daughter.
There's a
It was with his DNA.
there's an animated film called Young Avengers.
I think we're all getting over it. We're getting used to this.
A little bit of diversion.
That's what I usually have. So what were you saying? We usually talking about X-Men.
Yeah,
we're
we're way on a tangent.
So we were talking about the movie. So yeah, well, we're talking about the whole time travel thing. I liked it because I thought they did a really good job when they went back to all the set pieces, like the way they filmed lots of new stuff, like in New York, for example, when they were all goofing around in the tower, and then when Hydra came in to collect the spear, and Ant-Man's
obviously evil.
Yeah, it's like, come on guys, and then the Captain America goes into the elevator, and there's a big awesome action scene that happens in Winter Soldier with the same people.
Yeah.
And in this, like, for him to stop that from happening, he's just like, because he knows the Hydra people.
They copied it.
Yeah.
No, they had it exactly the same until he whispered.
That's what I'm saying.
Which I loved.
That's what, like, I was expecting to see another awesome fight scene, but he's just all like,
no.
Yeah, do you know the script for Captain America 3 that was coming out? Was that Captain America was a sleeper agent?
Yeah. There's a.
That's what that was referenced to because they knew he was a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
If they didn't, they would have still fought him in the elevator. Like.
Yeah. I don't know, that was really funny.
Good.
Lots of funny moments. Before they start the whole thing, we get to see Thor for the first time.
Yeah.
And what did you all think of Thor?
Dude, so funny.
Yeah, they made him look exactly like the dude out with the Big Lebowski film.
Yeah, he mentions that, doesn't he, when they're going to like walk into it. Tony's like, he says it to him.
Yeah. And even the part where it looks like he's sleeping because he has the glasses on top. That was all reference to Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Like I thought everything they done like made sense for the character because he lost so much from Thor 1. Yeah, like it made sense.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like God or no God, he lost his family, he lost his home,
he
lost his brother, his best friend.
Colony.
Yeah,
his
and then
whole world's gone in general.
Like
if you throw back to his father Odin, when before he was on a cliff and he was telling him how he finished his journey.
Yeah.
And Thor was on a cliff and says he had finished his journey.
Yeah, that was nice. That was the set round off.
They really
and then
ended it all with a little bow with every single character.
Well, that's the
wanted
thing.
to leave.
By the end of the movie, like Iron Man's story's finished, as we know. Captain America's story's finished, but Thor, his isn't. Like he's still finding.
Yeah, he's still there. He's
going with the Guardians. He's gonna be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So it's like he realized, like, his story in a way finished where he realized, like, he shouldn't try to be this thing that he's not. Like, I think, like, the vision where they had with Thor, going from Thor 1 and 2 where he's all serious and stuff, but then they ended up changing him and making him more comedy. I think they're just making that go with his personality, and he's like, that's how I always am, and he's just got
stole
the
the
ones
hammer
with
from
Guardians.
himself in the past, so
I
doesn't
was.
have a hammer.
Cap brought with him to put back.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'd like to see
He
how.
had it with him when he was going back
Yeah.
to the.
Okay.
And he didn't
That
have one.
explains why he
I think if
did
you
And
go
then he
back
didn't
to
have
one
it
of
again.
the,
He just had his shield when he came back again.
if you go
Yeah.
back to one of the Thor films, he is in a room in the castle and he says, "Where to put my hammer?"
Does it?
Yeah, I can vaguely remember him saying.
I can't remember that. I have to go and rewatch all the
And
movies again.
he just goes to the window and puts his hand out and calls his hammer back.
And it comes
That'd
back.
be cool if that was the timing of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be.
But I don't
really
think,
cool.
like, I don't think any of the stuff that they did affects the stuff like the movies that we've seen, because
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
time travel at all.
It was written in a way that nothing was undone because that's how
Yeah.
you ruin
Well, one
franchises.
thing was
Yeah.
undone.
Which,
One thing that was not addressed or fixed.
what?
And that's the whole Loki getting the Tesseract and
Oh yeah, Loki got the Tesseract
Yeah.
in the past.
I
Like-
assume that's going to come into Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
No,
No,
they're
'cause he's in a
making
different timeline.
it's a totally different timeline
Oh.
when he got the Tesseract.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
so like he can't come back into theirs unless
Okay.
or can he?
he makes it that way. I suppose it's a timeline.
I don't
He
know,
probably
'cause
could.
He can bend.
Yeah, he can
He
bend
can
it,
manipulate things.
but he also has the time one, the time
Yeah.
stone. So he
But
probably
they-
could come into that
Yeah.
timeline. But no, they're making a
TV,
TV show for Loki on
with
Disney
Okay.
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Disney
Like
Kids.
all the people that are getting TV shows are Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
Vision and what's her name?
like Elizabeth
Scarlet.
Olsen is getting.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it's the same.
They're getting TV shows.
It's the same people.
I've seen people think of like, is it going to be a prequel or whatnot? But then
Yeah.
lots of people were saying, but they basically finished downloading Vision's mind that before they got attacked or something like that. So maybe
Yeah.
that's how they bring him back.
You could bring
Well,
back
she's
into
getting
a
a TV
different
show.
Iron Man suit.
Loki's getting a TV show. Like,
But it's
Everyone's
only
getting a TV show.
miniseries, is it?
Yeah.
what?
Not like a mini-series because Elizabeth Olsen is like.
Big.
Big.
Well,
Big
Disney is like.
I know, like
They are
a lot
Well,
of
they're
them
getting
are
Loki's he's a big actor too. Like big enough. Like they're getting.
Oh yeah,
They're going
that's
all
what
in.
I'm saying. They're all.
They want.
It has to be mini seasons.
Oh yeah, they're
Like
probably.
6 episodes.
Yeah,
probably
like
6 episodes.
Mini.
yeah.
Make it.
movie.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like Arrow or anything.
Like a movie, but in episode form. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what-
going to be.
That's basically what
yeah.
a mini series is.
But they have to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
something on their new
8
Disney Plus,
episodes.
so they have to put
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
that
no
people
filler.
really like. Yeah.
go and buy it.
And I mean, people will totally want to go see Loki. Like
Netflix
Yeah,
did Marvel shows like Daredevil. They were kind of like mini series. Like they had
Yeah.
like 8 or 10 episodes. They could have been shorter.
Mm.
But yeah.
They execute well though.
They had a big budget, so like I've only
Budget
seen.
doesn't matter.
I know,
The best
I'm saying-
movies have been made on no budget and made
Oh, yeah.
millions.
No, I'm just saying Disney's gonna go all in. But from what I remember, like the reason they got cancelled was like Disney wanted Netflix to give them more episodes, and Netflix didn't want or something. I don't know how that
Yeah.
worked, but who knows how Disney's gonna do like with the episode order for those
Yeah.
shows. But yeah,
Hopefully they do give like free reign like Netflix does because Netflix has produced a lot of really good shows. It just wasn't good with the Marvel ones, you know.
But is Disney not bringing out their own streaming service?
yeah, that's what we're
That's
talking
what-
about. Disney
yeah.
Plus.
yeah, that's why all those
Okay.
they're,
It's
all,
called
they're
Disney Plus.
yeah, that information's on it,
Okay.
not that old, so yeah, lots of characters are going to be continuing with TV shows. Some of them are questionable on how they're going to happen,
Yeah.
just like this movie that's happening, and
I'm
that's
sure
the
they have some sort of plan.
Black Widow is getting a movie. It's been confirmed, but she died in this movie. So what the fudge is going on there? Is she going to come back?
Well, if she gets like a sucker punch style movie, that would be great because
She has an interesting backstory.
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah,
was
she has a
taken
great
and
backstory.
like
I would like to see
pretty
her
dark.
origin.
yeah.
Her movie be based around her chasing Loki for the test.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like it could also like she was pretty bad, and then Hawkeye's the one that gets her out of it.
Yeah.
So that'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool if it plays up to that far, or like it doesn't have to, because it's also cool not knowing exactly what happens and still being connected to them. Because like when you see them like go to the planet and they have to get the Soul Stone, and they're like it's so weird because they're fighting over who's going to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Like, how messed up was that?
Like, she needs her own, like, 22 moves and only one of them is a female character.
And that was very recent as well.
Yeah,
Like,
that was literally just before this movie.
That's like the newest movie
like,
before.
12 years and only one female character. Like, even though they had that scene at the end.
Yeah,
where
I
they
thought
had
that
all the
was very
characters.
forced.
It was really forced.
It was
9
so
characters.
forced.
I liked them.
The 9 female characters in the whole movie.
Yeah,
That's
every single female freaking character just happened to be in that exact same area, and there's a giant field, and all of them.
Like, I know.
Everybody stands back. All the men stand back. Like.
I know the reason why they had Iron Man defeat Thanos in the end, because he started the franchise, so we had to end it. But if Captain Marvel ended Thanos, that would have just been great. Like, after that stupid scene with the 9, like, fair enough, the 9 of them together was great, but having it was so forced, and like Captain Marvel should have defeated him.
No, everyone would have
been able to get that gauntlet off straight away.
Or everyone would have. The stones out. If Iron Man was able to take the stones
she didn't
out,
she didn't try to take the stones out.
No, but like if Captain Marvel destroyed or killed Thanos, people would have lost their shit. Because she's a last minute introduction to the MCU.
Yeah, no, that's what Trina just said. She understands
got 3 films.
One film. The last film, just like a few months before this film. I like her.
They're literally just appeasing the audience. Like, if you really wanted to fuck shit up, you would have had Captain Marvel save the day.
Yeah.
Like,
she
was from outer space comes in and kills the evil guy that they've been trying to go for 3 or 4 movies.
It shows that she was a lot stronger.
Yeah, like
because Thanos loves her and she doesn't even flinch. He has to take the power stone off the glove and put it on his other hand just to fuck her over.
Her superpower is hyperspeed.
She could have went. She has a lot of powers. She also has the power of flying through spaceships and just destroying anything.
She can power hyperspeed. Like, that's,
but if you take that moment now with the female characters and you add Scarlett Johansson's character back in.
Yeah, 10.
Like
there we go.
how silly would that scene be? Like, she'd be on the same level as
the Black
Panther's female sidekick.
Yeah.
Like, she just killed one normal alien.
Yeah.
With a spear. That's where Scarlett Johansson will be like.
But with a gun.
Well, as the superhero.
Where
the super
bullets bounce off. Like, even I'm comparing it to DC now. But in
don't start that.
No, we can't do this.
DC is okay.
There's a similar character in the
Shazam saved them.
TV show, Alex, the sister, and she gets all this body armor and everything. If they give all that to Black Widow.
Yeah,
maybe.
like if Iron Man had made her suit.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, does a black suit, like, she'd be fine.
What did you just think of, or like exit? Well,
that's what they did for.
Did you like her that? Did you like her that?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
No.
No. Who? Black
Widow's that? Yeah, like, did you like the sacrifice?
I like that they both had to fight each other.
Yeah.
Well,
like to
not want to fight each other, just try push someone to the side long enough so they can jump.
They're both trying to save each other while killing themselves.
Yeah. I would have thought she would have survived because she sacrificed herself and fought to sacrifice herself. So therefore, it was like null and void. Like, okay, you can have the soul stone. You know,
like they tricked it. Like, because like Thanos murdered his daughter. She murdered herself to get the soul stone for him.
Yeah.
So it's like a test.
Yeah. I thought the 2 of them were gonna fall.
It's like, use that corrupt by evil or some sort of one power to destroy.
Not pure, but like the sacrifice is pure.
I think she's like
if Captain America had have been the one to sacrifice himself, he could have still alive.
Could have just blew up the world.
Like, what would happen like if Thor fell down? Like, that fall won't kill him, so that'd be like awkward. I'm not dead.
That's why they sent it to
the stone is down here on the ground.
Why can't you just pick it up? So yeah, we jumped ahead a bit, but I wanted to say, what did you think with the whole rat saving the rat's the thing that saved the universe, really, you know? He brought everything into play, you know. He let Scott out of the quantum realm. he went and
He
was the one that
came up with the whole
that
idea.
needs to be
even though that's all he did really for the plan was coming up with the idea of time
But
travel
that's
on
what's
that.
needed because no one else came up with
Yeah,
that
exactly.
idea.
That needs its own short film of how the rat got in the van.
Like 5 years of the rat's life, from birth to rat
How
birth.
did everything get into the storage unit?
It's been 5
It
years.
was
who
a
knows?
storage facility that they were on top of to begin with. So whoever was it just kind of took everything in.
Just moved.
Yeah.
I loved him in it.
Usually
though,
all
I
that
think.
stuff
He was
gets
amazing.
like it should have been crushed by one of the car crushers because they weren't paying.
Yeah. But no one was. It was 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was still
I guess-
a guard there watching it all.
Oh yeah.
The guy had this car crushing poofed. He missed the tire,
And the guy, the security guard, what's his name from Community as well?
Oh yeah, with the
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
He had a mustache, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And
Again,
the big lips
Lion.
I had nothing to say.
Oh yeah, he just looked at the camera and Scott's just like, help.
The outtakes of that they had to have had scenes together. Like Paul Rudd and him would have been
Oh yeah, like
hilarious.
the finished version that came out was 3 hours, but like of course like they've cut stuff, so they probably filmed like 3.5, 4 hours. Like just Lord of the Rings when that done its extended version, that was like a whole extra hour, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like
An extended
like
version
how
of
much
it.
they did, how much they filmed of this, like and had to cut some of it. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Like if that's how short they wanted it to be, like there must have been a lot of stuff that they had to cut out. I hope they make an extended version. I'd watch it.
I'd watch it.
Get another Blu-ray.
Take forever.
Yeah, so get the whole box, like the Infinity Stone saga is now complete. Well, technically, the new Spider-Man is like the end of the phase.
Yeah.
So when that comes out, they're probably gonna have like a massive box set of all of them. So that'd be pretty cool.
How do you think they're gonna do Spider-Man?
I thought it was gonna be.
It's gonna be pretty
cool again, like before.
No,
No,
it's
it's
after.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
after, definitely.
After.
I know it's set after, but like everyone just came back to life after being dead for 5 years.
Okay, let's go to Europe.
Yeah, it's like we're in school, and it's meant to be set right after, like literally right after.
When Peter Parker met his best friend at the end, it almost seemed like his friend hadn't disappeared,
Yes.
but
He
he
had
should
to.
be
5 years
in
older.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he did.
He
A
had
lot of
it,
them
yeah.
had all of a lot of his class are going to be in this one, so they would have all had to
Yeah.
poof.
And
Yeah.
MJ and
Yeah.
stuff from the thing, she's in the trailer for the next
she's
Spider-Man.
the same
So
age as well.
she's the same age.
so-
She obviously dusted. Aunt May didn't look older at the funeral.
Yeah,
like
so she
5
had to
years
have
older.
dusted too.
So she
So
dusted.
many people
Just so
from the
happened,
MCU.
And she would have been holding on to Peter like, I miss you so much. You were gone for 5 years. I thought I'd never see you. At the
They're
funeral.
both gone.
It's like, and yeah, she's actually pushing him to go on the trip. Isn't she in the trailer that it shows? She's like, go, and she tells him to take the suit and everything. I think so. Yeah, like if Peter dusted and she didn't, like she wouldn't be that like
Maybe she's
ready to just let him go. But
Maybe
she'd
she's
be like
just really,
afraid.
really well aged.
Yeah. She's not
5
like
years,
she didn't have
not
like
much.
attachment issues or
She
whatever.
doesn't look any different though.
Yeah.
So before like there's any we went from the whole you like the whole New York stuff and the whole tour, the Dark
Smash.
Lord.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious, the whole part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he had to take off his t-shirt and it was just like
Ugh.
yeah, I don't like doing this. Oh, but my favourite was like old school Hulk when he's all like stairs. I don't like stairs.
Yeah.
Basically, that was hilarious.
I
And
was
they flipped
like-
Ant-Man.
I was hoping he just
Yeah.
jumped down the middle of the stairs.
Mm.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So, some of your favourite moments.
My favourite moment was when Black Widow was eating a peanut butter sandwich and then cried after she bit it. Because it was
And then
so
Ant-Man is
it was
the
so
rest.
unrealistic because nobody can cry after eating a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I was gonna say my mum was where fucking
I
Captain.
think Tom just clapped all of the
Yeah, sorry.
Uh,
Don't beat that.
what about when Hulk gave Ant-Man his tacos? That was
Yeah,
pretty
that
good.
was
Okay,
He gave him his tacos.
He gave him two.
Two whole tacos.
Yeah.
I was like,
An extra one.
I mean, he did have nachos and tacos before that, but
Man, they really went hard on calling Ant-Man an idiot.
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
I know, but like,
You had to
there's an idiot down here. And same with Star-Lord.
like if
When they're looking at him, like, oh, so he's just an
he's
idiot.
an idiot too.
He is.
It was
Man.
between him and a tree.
Really, this guy? Oh, that's another thing to talk about. So,
Gamora.
yeah, overall, main characters that are dead, that aren't coming back. Gamora, Iron Man, Black Widow possibly.
Gamora is back.
No, I'm talking about her version that we
like,
knew from
okay.
Guardians 1 and 2.
Yeah, I get you.
She's dead. So
Yeah.
this new Gamora, they found like a magic loophole bringing 2014 Gamora all the way to the timeline that we're in.
But
so
I think she went back because she wasn't at the funeral.
No,
They
she
were
just
searching
ran
for
away.
him. Yeah.
She just left, like she didn't go back in
Yeah.
time around.
at the end when
Okay.
Thor
She
was
had
on
to
the
go
ship.
I thought he
they were
was,
searching.
searching
for
for
her soul or
Yeah.
something. I thought.
No, he was searching to find her so he could
For
get to know her
Gamora.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hinting at what Guardians 3 is
Yeah,
going to be
literally.
Yeah,
about.
like
Yeah.
I figured
That's
that's
what's
what
gonna
it was gonna be. Yeah.
They're going to find her and they're going to like convince her to join them, be part of the family again.
Tell her
Yeah.
everything that has gone on
Yeah.
in the other Gamora's timeline.
Yeah, like she can do that video thing like Nebula can and just be like showing
Yeah.
her everything and
It would
like
only
feel
be-
these emotions that she's feeling at this
It would
time.
only be the stuff from
You love this guy, you
Nebula's
just don't know
point
it.
of view.
Yeah.
You
Once
only
if,
see what she's looking
She
at.
wore
Like.
angry.
once if she gets with Groot instead. Groot's going up pretty fast, you know?
So they can go
she
back.
gets with the trees.
The third film, they can go to the Soul Stone planet, get Gamora's dead body, and put her brain inside that Gamora, and it's sorted.
It'd still be the same brain.
But that one has the knowledge of the old Gamora that died.
It's a dead brain.
It's brought back to life as well. That's a difference.
You've seen the stuff they can do. Oh, well, yeah, like, time travel has been introduced to this universe, and they just did it like it was normal at the end for Captain America to bring back the Infinity Stones.
Mm-hmm.
What's stopping them from just undoing
and
and
again, like.
yeah, like what's stopping this from being like a big MacGuffin to anything big that happens from this point on?
Yeah,
And
bit of
someone
a-
steals the formula and replicates it and
Yeah.
goes back
But the
in
guy
time
that
and
made
steals
it-
the stones again.
Yeah, he's dead. So.
But
He's
the
not
odd-
dead. He was dusted,
Oh,
but he
he
came
was
back.
dusted, yeah.
He's at the funeral.
Yeah, he was at the
Yeah.
funeral.
So they have the guy that made it.
Okay.
They should have Men in Black.
So-
They should have Men in Black everybody and
They-
erased them all because they all know how to
So
undo
when
this.
Hydra comes and
Like,
takes him and
Bruce
gets the
Banner's
armor.
still alive, you know. They still have someone super
Bruce
smart that can,
Yeah.
I don't know, time travel.
Time travel.
That's the reason why people don't like it, you know.
Yeah, there's too many plot holes.
That's
Like, they
that's
did
why they have
it.
to destroy the time travel machine.
Oh,
But then
But
but they could
build
just
it
make it
again.
new, like
Yeah.
unless all the
You have to
smartest
just
people
kill
in
your
the
man
universe.
Oh, we
and
didn't
all
say
that stuff.
it! Did say it!
Well, Tony died. He was like the smartest, but Bruce, he was around. I think he knows how to deal because he worked with Tony doing it. Hence why they have him at
He
the end.
understands how to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, like he's not stupid. So
He seems smart enough to have backup copies of things.
Yeah, and they also made a smaller version of the
Yeah, fit into their palm in our hand, like.
the
Oh.
smaller one that Captain America stood on to go back in time again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they made a smaller version of
Okay.
it that
Advanced
made them
stuff.
go back in time.
Never thought
Was
about
that a
That
Star
was
Trek
after.
reference as well? Because that looked very
Kinda
similar to their
Yeah.
time travel things.
that travel was so all fucked up, messed up. Like I still don't understand it. Like if the time there doesn't change the future or whatnot, how did Captain America get on the bench as an old man? I don't know. It's like,
He still
'Cause
has
he's
some of
dead.
the serum. He could have came back at any time. He could have brought himself back whenever.
oh,
he
so
wanted
when they
to.
brought him
Sorry,
back,
not
he was
to.
already
Yeah,
back,
he could have already been.
and he was
back
just sitting
for-
there waiting for him to
Yeah,
like play it
once-
out.
He was there.
Once Agent
Yeah.
Carter died, he probably
Oh.
brought himself back. You know what I mean? Because she had died, what, 3 movies
I
ago?
want. That's what I was
Tech-
trying.
5, 7 movies ago?
I
They
didn't realise Agent Carter was his missus.
We're the bigger fans here.
Technically, if you think
Agent Carter. Margaret Carter.
That's why he stayed back.
That's the TV show, right?
She's in Captain America 1 and the Winter Soldier when she dies of old
Yeah,
age.
that's the one who dies. So.
Yeah, I know. I just.
Yeah.
He finally got his dance, so.
Yeah, he only waited like 80,
I wonder
90
if it
years
was
for
on a
it.
Saturday.
Well,
Oh.
one thing to say also, like, we literally just came out of seeing it. We seen it for the second time. They just seen it. So it was just. I don't under like
and
so.
we did not watch any films leading up to it.
Yeah, you
Did you say watch? Like we were like on some sort of like magic shit where we were like, yeah, let's watch them all over the course of a couple of weeks or whatever, and just go through it.
Yeah, we slowly but surely got through them all.
Yeah, it was worth it. Like
we were just watching when his brother was over. That was it.
Yeah. I don't know, but. I thought they did a great job.
I don't even remember which ones we watched.
Oh, we just watched random ones.
Yeah.
We seen Spider-Man again.
It's a cool one.
Yeah, that's a good one to rewatch.
Yeah, so back on track. Not like I know that was your favorite moment, but like, which is I'll say things then because sorry. But she took over. She was like the boss. Like I thought that was pretty awesome.
She was the new Nick Fury.
I forgot that her hair was like
blonde.
Was
dyed.
She's a natural redhead.
That she was a natural redhead, yeah. Because I was wondering, like, her roots are done really bad. Why would she dye her hair in a panic situation?
Redhead, and all the blonde was coming down. I thought that was great.
I only remembered when they went back to 2012 to the Force Avengers movie and they did the whole Luke thing around again. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I still thought it was cool.
It would have been very hard to get the blonde to dye her hair blonde. Like I know they did the opposite because Scarlett Johansson is a blonde.
Yeah.
So they just put red rings, but to do it
the opposite way. Just a wig.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I'm just thinking from a hairstylist's point of view. Imagine like
wigs.
Your blonde.
I know, yeah. Just like bleaching just here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but Captain Marvel was listening to her, so that's pretty cool. She's seen her
short blonde hair and it's like, I'm gonna steal that.
Actually,
in the future.
I did not like that haircut.
I like that haircut.
Yeah. She just reminded me of Superman with the quiff going at the front. No, you can't.
I like that she didn't have too much to do.
I would have liked to see her more, but I do understand that she had to go and help every other planet, not just
If her second movie is about trying to save all the other planets,
that would be really good.
Oh,
and they go from planet to planet to planet.
And you can see
that
everything that she's actually doing.
And there's loads of different kinds of aliens and
I
everything.
got annoyed that we weren't seeing what
like,
she was
everybody else
everyone's just popping back into existence. That has to be confusing just as much as when they left. It's like what?
Yeah.
We adjusted to this amount of population. Now everyone's back and we're fucked. It's like what? You just popped up on the road when I was driving.
We're just getting used to going into the woods and.
Yeah, because that was actually a good point that Captain America, because there was less humans, there was less boats, there was less pollution, so the whales and other fish were thriving.
Yeah.
I liked that.
I actually whispered that to Dom, like, as soon as I seen 5 years, I was like, the whole world, all the smog is going to be gone and the whole world is going to be back to the way that it should be.
Yeah.
But then
people are so stubborn and want everyone that they loved there.
So you agree with what Thanos said?
Yeah, I do.
The scene there.
Get rid of the ones that remember.
Where Ant-Man was looking out the window and like all the boards were back. Does that mean that half of all the animals?
Yeah, all the animals also disappeared.
Oh yeah, half of everything.
Yeah, no, but
population.
So the animals weren't really thriving either.
But they would have been able to produce more. Like they would have been able to have
the
more
intelligence to remember.
You know? And
is that why Black Widow was crying?
What?
Because half her sandwich is gone.
It does stick to it. Some of the effects of Thanos snap are still happening to this day. You make a whole sandwich, you only get half of it. I'm just trying to remember some big points right now.
So does that mean that half of all the trees and everything were gone as well?
Yeah, I don't know, because it did look like there was no trees gone, but I guess it would make sense for half of the plants and trees and stuff.
There was no growth though either, like when Ant-Man was walking down the street.
Yeah, everything was kind of
everything should have been kind of green
and
overgrown after 5 years, but it was just like
everything was brown and dark.
It looked like
dead.
It was all like being raided and bet up.
So maybe that happened as well.
Yeah.
I wonder where the cut off was, like where they stopped half of things, like
half of the
it's all crazy.
microorganisms.
Half the planet is normal, the other half.
Too.
The other half is dark.
Yeah.
That's how it worked. One half is
Because
lucky.
obviously, when Ant-Man was down that small, half of all that shit didn't disappear. But that
There's
doesn't
actually
an
a theory on that. When Ant-Man is small in the end scene credit, because there's flickers behind them. There is theories saying that is all of them, those microorganisms dying.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like it's a theory that I read. Like
It's just like they're all living things as well, so like you have to like. They overcomplicate it and then just try to fill in the Pauls.
Yeah, well, that's comics for you.
Yeah.
What you all think of the part when they first go to get Thor and the awesome guys from Ragnarok are just chilling there playing Fortnite, like, yeah, the Wi-Fi's over there, and then they're like, Thor, this guy, Noob Master or whatever, it's like being
Noob Master
Tommy asshole,
copy a dick.
And they're all like, hey, you all go over there.
I know the guy who does the voice, the guy from Flight of Conchords.
It's Krog or something like that.
Krog,
it's just so funny.
Yeah.
So happy that he's alive.
bloody Fortnite in general and
I know.
Thor.
Well, they have a good friendship going on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, didn't Hulk dab or something?
Yeah, he dabbed to the
So,
kids.
yeah.
Did it the wrong way though. He
Stop
looked the way he
reading
was
the
dabbing it.
Bible.
He did it Usain Bolt.
That was also very funny.
Well, that's good.
Where you like, yeah, 'cause that's your first time seeing Professor Hulk or the merged version of them. I would have liked if they showed something, but like I liked them. But that scene where they're all asking for the autograph, and Ant-Man's all like, "Hey guys, you want mine?"
Yeah.
It's just like the kids are just like awkward, like not really. The Hulk's like, "Go on." It's just like, oh, so funny.
The animation though on the Hulk was great because it was your man's face.
Yeah.
It was his face.
The mocap,
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Technology has just come such a fucking long way, like. But even when you go back looking at like Gollum and stuff in Lord of the Rings years ago, like it's just come a long way. Like that looked amazing. This
The
looks
flight
amazing.
scene in Harry Potter in the first Quidditch match.
Was that amazing?
No, it was terrible.
Because I was like, I remember that not looking too well, and they got a lot better as the movies went on. But, So, what do you all think of Captain America getting Thor's hammer?
I thought that was cool. I thought the reference back to
it was a reference back to
he tried to lift his hammer in the last film and there's a little wiggle on it.
It's also in the comics. He uses it a few times though, so I thought that was great. I love that he used it with his shield banging off and then going back down and then getting all the lightning out.
That was in reference to Thor and Captain America working together.
Yeah.
At the start of the last Avengers.
There's a comic book where they have an alternative to that, where Iron Man puts his suit onto Captain America, and he's doing all that stuff while rocketing around, and destroying Thanos. I was hoping that would happen.
That would be so cool.
No, but like he really did sell that fucking hammer and shield. Like
it just worked for him.
Throws the shield up and whacks and shit. Like
did a better job with the hammer than Thor. Thor was just knocked down. It was like, all this extra weight.
In Ragnarok, Thor does some really cool stuff with that.
Yeah.
With the hammer at the start and stuff. But yeah, Captain America, it's like the hammer belonged to him all along. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it was a callback and hinted at all the way in Ultron, where it forged a tiny bit, and Thor was just like, and then the reaction he had the second it went to him was like, I knew it. It was weird because in Age of Ultron, it looked like he was he didn't want.
Yeah, but there was loads of character development with Thor since then.
Yeah,
he wanted him to help them.
Yeah, he's all like, please,
he didn't want
I'm
anyone else to be worthy
in
Ultron, but he wanted him to be worthy to help to do something.
Yeah.
He was getting beat up. He was literally on the ground.
Thanos, even when Infinity War starts, he already has the Power Stone. I can't remember, even though we just watched it. I know he definitely has one when he goes to Thor's ship. He already has the Power Stone on him when he takes out Hulk. and stuff. So he already had a stone the first time we seen him.
Yeah.
But when they're fighting him at the end, he doesn't have any stones, and he's still holding his ground and keeping
Well,
the
he's
shit out of
meant to
everyone.
be a
I know,
super powerful
he's a titan.
being without anything. You
Yeah.
can't hold any of the stones without
Yeah.
being powerful.
And
in
What's the name of the
general.
planet Thanos comes from? Titan.
They're titans.
And they're called
also,
Titans.
Thor was nerfed fighting him. You know, they
Thor
had-
nerfed himself all the alcohol.
Oh no, it made
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that he was fighting a nerfed kind of Thor,
Yeah.
and then Captain America and Iron Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was an epic moment. It paid off. Really enjoyed it. I thought everyone did a great job acting wise. I thought everyone brought their A game. Like everyone nailed it. Chris Evans as Captain America, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, as always. Fantastic job. Everyone else, Scarlett Johansson.
Mm.
What do you think?
They
Everyone.
they balanced it with equally giving people proportionate time on screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll see what everyone was doing except for
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good choice.
when that was filmed, though, they didn't have.
Yeah,
they,
like that was
she
the
hadn't
first thing
even-
she had done. She didn't
Yeah.
even do Captain
Yeah.
Marvel yet.
Oh, yeah,
So
but-
they couldn't have really showed much
Loads
because
of it,
they
no.
didn't have a script yet, you know, so.
I don't know, yeah, but
There,
I'm
there
sure-
probably is in like outtakes or something.
I'm
like
sure they
she
wanted
had.
to leave as much out for her though because she's new.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how people were going to react because they were filming this first.
Yeah, and
They
the
didn't
first
know-
female to get a movie.
Yeah.
People were probably going to go against
Like,
all that crap.
The movie did amazing at the
They
box
did.
office.
A lot.
Reviews
A lot
was
of
like
people went to
mixed,
the
but
States, don't know.
like
A lot
overall
of
it was a
people
success.
don't like Brie Larson at all.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
Thor should have gave her the axe.
Well, they're gonna hook
Yeah.
up at some
Yeah.
point. He's
Then
all
she
maybe
could've got
unless
more
she
moments
does-
no.
destroying Thanos with an axe.
who knows what they're into. But yeah, I like the part where she's like, I like her when the
Yeah.
axe just goes past her.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Bucky and Captain America to kiss at the end.
Oh, what did you think actually? Yeah, that's another thing. We had no script, that's why we're going all over the place. But yeah, the whole who Captain America get the shield to, he made Falcon Sam the next Captain America
Oh, I was
instead of
wondering.
Bucky.
I was wondering which
Is he
superhero
not
he
Captain
was.
Falcon then?
Falcon.
Captain America, Captain
His best
Falcon.
friend.
Captain Falcon.
That's
Falcon punch!
He's like, what do I do? I'm not from America. I moved here.
Best friend for
Yeah.
the present.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain Falcon. There,
Yeah.
that's it. What did you think? Did you think it's going to give them Bucky's best friend that came back? Like, you know,
Yeah.
who had all those issues with mind control and stuff like that. But
No, the shitload of people he killed. And he was
Yeah,
supposed to be a
but-
villain, but he got
mind control.
He got
But if
pass.
we can forgive Hawkeye
It was
for
mind
going on the
control.
Rager when
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawkeye
But
did the same thing.
I don't think Hawkeye did nearly as enough. Like,
But-
Hawkeye was evil for a little bit. He was under their control for who knows how many years, and he killed Tony
For as
Stark's
long as,
parents and
um,
everything, so...
Yeah, but if you're
As
going
long as Iron
by
Man was Iron Man, Captain America was frozen until long Bucky was.
So he doesn't age at all then?
Oh no, he was frozen as well, wasn't he? Yeah,
Yeah.
they froze him. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah,
Yeah, well...
they were both frozen for a certain amount of time. Then he was brought back for Hydra.
Yeah. Bucky in the comics was originally a 16-year-old boy or something like that. Captain
was
America's sidekick. But what happened with the whole thing was when Captain America was frozen, Bucky was defrosted, and then Bucky aged up
Okay.
around like
To
and
the
the
same kind of
And
age.
then-
same kind of similar age bracket.
Okay.
And
Alright.
That's why Captain America, like in the comics now, was like, who's this mercenary guy? And he eventually figured out it was Bucky.
Okay.
Alright, but he's like that, you gave it to Falcon instead, because he was... Like, since
Yeah.
Winter
Now
Soldier,
he's
he
Captain
was...
Falcon.
Yeah, I like that, because he was with
Yeah,
him
that's too much
since...
of our name, I like that.
If you knew the Smash Brothers character, you'd like him all.
Like, with Captain... he was also...
No.
In the battle scene, he was also pretty badass, like Falcon. Like, he was flying into shit and just, like, using his wings as, like, weapons and
Oh,
stuff.
that wing part, I was just
Yeah,
like, oh Jesus, what's happening? Just killing it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he went
Yeah.
with his wings like that. I was like looking out because I was like, I
I
want
was
to
like,
see,
why haven't I
what
seen
kind
this
of-
move before?
I want to see what epic stuff he does.
Yeah.
So yeah, any other epic ones that you can think of?
It's not epic, but I like.
Oh no, well, moments that are
Memorable.
Memorable.
Yeah, a
That's-
memorable
that's what I
moment.
should say.
Something that I really liked that they did for Iron Man
you know,
at his funeral. They had the little kid
oh, yeah.
from the third Iron Man movie. and he was older. And
That's who
he was.
Yeah, the kid. I loved that. When we first seen it, I was looking at him for like, as long as on the screen, obviously, but I kept thinking, who was that kid? Who was that?
It's only when I don't know.
I was like, oh, the young flip from like, but yeah, no, I loved that. He was there at the thing. Like, he was there, at his funeral, you know. I just loved that. He brought him back.
He was so awesome in Iron Man 3. And
he was so quick-witted. He was exactly like Tony Stark. Like,
he helped him a lot in the movie with his PTSD and everything like that from the Battle of New York. So
it's one of the good things about the Marvel things is they touch on mental health an awful lot. Between PTSD and Bruce Banner being introduced, being suicidal, and the what happened in this one with mental health as well.
Thor being depressed.
Thor.
I was like, it's just like,
dude.
Yeah. And Black Widow having that kind of breakdown of like she's now the leader and she was just thrown into the role.
Yeah, like that's like some people probably won't like it as much, and it'll probably make it harder to rewatch every now and again because like this movie is 3 hours long, and the first hour really is pretty heavy with like the sadness and everything that they're going for. Because at the end of Infinity War, like everyone did snap, and they didn't brush over that. Like they showed that for like probably the first hour of them just dealing with it, being sad. Captain America's in like a health group.
You kind of have to have that though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I preach. Most things
Captain
were pushed
America
out to the
being
side.
in the health group, that was the other thing that they did for health. All the other people being depressed, and one of the guys just started crying halfway through the meeting. And that was heartwarming.
And talking about being on a date and having a breakdown, and that everybody is going through the same thing.
Like he's
like
the guy he was on the date with started crying before the salads even came out, and it's like, oh my god.
You just got to
it's
show.
really bringing a soft touch to masculinity, like it's bringing feminine. Like they're getting rid of toxic masculinity through superhero movies.
That was also the first gay character in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
That guy.
I was thinking that, I was like, well.
Yeah, first gay character in a Marvel movie was that guy that Captain America was talking to.
Yeah. Well, when you're talking...
I mean, it did take them 21 movies to make a female character, so...
Yeah, slowly
I guess they're
slowly getting it in there, so it's good. It's a good start, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a start. Because Disney wasn't letting gay people in at all for a long time, in general. And now this Disney movie is...
They're going to make Captain Marvel gay.
More like
that'd be cool.
Okay, everybody already sees her as a lesbian icon anyway, so...
I dig it.
But the only female character who has a lead is a lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But if Black Widow gets her own movie,
then... she better get a movie, even if it is the prequel.
Yeah.
Or the origin.
Yeah. She needs an origin.
She does need an origin because she is so interesting.
She's kind of one of the lamer ones, but at the same time,
I was like, during I
swear to God, if they do it like Sucker Punch, that's the way I always imagined. Hey, do you remember Sucker Punch?
Not really, no.
It's about a girl who's sent to a mental hospital, and her escapism is to become a martial arts expert thing, and they all fight each other, but they're doing ballet, and
it's tricky as fuck.
It's
very tricky,
off the wall. But they would have been doing that they would have been testing all the drugs and everything within the orphanage of
they were
and she just found out who her father was, so you'll probably touch on all that and everything in it. It was probably the doctor or something, you know. Yeah.
Well, so during the whole rewatch, like, it made me appreciate certain characters more. Like, you look at Hawkeye, it's like, oh, it's just a guy with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
But rewatching all of these movies, like,
the shoot, the gun as well. Did you notice that?
He's well equipped.
His sword shot a bullet out of it.
It's a magic sword. It's the MCU. No, but like rewatching them, like, I just forgot how awesome he was. Like, he does so much incredible shit, like, as just a basic human. Like, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, like, they're not modified in any way.
Yeah.
Like, he takes on, like, so many aliens and stuff when they're fighting in New York, and then in Age of Ultron, like, taking out lots of robots and just doing a lot. Like, they are awesome. Like, I was like, he didn't really do much in any of the movies, but watching them all in, like, over the course of the time we were doing it before this. Like he was just like, oh, he did a lot more than I remember, and he had a lot to do in this movie, and I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good in this movie. I liked that he was killing all the bad people who survived the clique.
Ah, yeah.
The dusting.
That's not that dark.
No, is that all these kids were old? Like that confused me. Like his wife was pregnant in the last movie. His wife was pregnant in the last movie, and now his son was.
The last movie he was in was Civil War.
Yeah, that was.
And that was a few years ago.
Like,
yeah. So.
And then he was on house arrest for 2 years at least, if not more.
But he was in the last Avengers movie, wasn't he?
No. He wasn't in Infinity War.
No, okay.
He was in Age of Ultron, but as the timeline goes, a couple of movies happened before.
He was on house arrest for 2 years at least, because that's how long Ant-Man was on house arrest for.
But his son was about, his youngest son was about 6 or 7.
But I don't know how long was in between. The times between those again, you know.
Yeah.
And the youngest was about 5.
Hmm.
That youngest boy was about 5.
Oh, I love that. He says something at the start. His ma asks, does he want something on the hot dog? And he's like,
mayo or mustard.
And he's like, ketchup.
Yeah, I was like, how about ketchup?
Mayo and mustard.
Just the way he says it, the kid delivers the line. It was just fantastic. It was funny. So yeah, might as well talk about the biggest thing that happens, and that's Iron Man's death. So what? Probably predictable, you know. Everyone assumed.
We knew that he didn't want to be in any more movies.
His contract and Chris Evans' contract are over. And before the movie even came out, like a couple of months ago, Chris Evans already he'd done a big tweet where he said goodbye to the character as Captain America. Kind of spoiling shit, really. Like, dude, your movie's not out yet.
We didn't know how it was gonna end it, but we knew he was gonna be out of it too. So
you know, it's like if you were like have another movie in the same universe and you brought the trailer out for it before, and those characters are currently dead, and it's like that would wreck it.
Literally Spider-Man.
It's like, why would you do that? Like, bring out the trailer for the next Spider-Man months before when everyone's like, oh, well, we know he's coming back, you know?
Going back to the question you actually asked.
Yeah.
Iron Man being dead.
Snap.
That was sad. Like, Pepper going up to him saying, you can rest now.
Yeah.
That got me the 2 times we seen it. I was like, oh, you can rest now.
Yeah, she wasn't all over him, all I love you, blah. She was just
rest.
He's a fighter. He's been just trying to make sure he was getting everything in a good place, that he protected and he provided for everyone, because he wanted to save everyone basically. Since New York, and he saw everything in space, he knew that was the end game. He knew shit was coming.
Yeah, he had that vision and stuff.
Yeah, in Age of Ultron.
And since then he wasn't able to rest. That was the whole thing that Pepper was talking about in the beginning.
Yeah,
was referencing that. Saying he wasn't able to rest.
He was building millions of robots, improving his tech beyond belief. Just everything to get ready for this sort of thing. And then the second, he's dying.
Iron Man 3. He made all those.
We watched that recently.
You did? Okay.
Do you have a reference?
That's what it was referencing to start with.
Yeah.
And I like that she brought it up again at the end to tell him to rest. Tell him to die, but it's telling him to rest for it. I was like, oh my god.
At the very beginning, when you talk about that part at the end, of telling him to rest, if you reflect back to when he had done the time travel, solved the equation, he was talking about throwing it in the lake and to let that rest there.
Yeah.
And then he was the one that was thrown in the lake in the end.
They let him go. He's hard.
Yeah.
His first version of his core,
That's sad.
I love that in the first movie when she brought it back to him and it was proof that Tony Stark has a heart. I loved that in general. And then having that again at the end as well. Another tie-up for Tony.
Another good thing about his death that they did awesome was the ending of Iron Man 1 is when he goes out to the press and he's all like, I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
And then it cuts the credits. With him going to Thanos, he's all like, I am Iron Man. Bitch. That was just awesome.
So many roundups for Tony Stark.
That's going out on a high note. Just being all into Thanos' face, I'm Iron Man. You're not going to live long enough to do anything, you know?
No, he's not Captain America. But he's the biggest in even the poster.
Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
He gets paid the most. That's why.
Dead.
Oh wait. Get the
Thanos
marker.
is the biggest head.
X.
Yeah, that's true.
X.
Yeah, we'll just cross out their eyes of the dead
Oh
ones.
shit, that's dark. Draw a question mark on Chris Hemsworth's forehead, like what's happening to him, who knows.
Just strawberry.
Guardians 3, find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
Just draw a beard.
Oh,
Oh,
she was
that's
in
something
for like
I
2
can't-
seconds.
What's up?
Yeah,
She was in for 2 seconds.
the person who goes with Black Panther, he's
Yeah, his
head
head.
scar- yeah.
Oh, yeah, Black Panther. He had a few decent.
He had a few seconds as well.
Yeah.
Jumping
He
over.
probably didn't want to be in it for that much anyway, because he's getting annoyed at people doing it.
The Wakanda Forever. Yeah.
Oh, well, this was filmed ages ago, so.
I know, yeah. But
That was a good while ago that they filmed all those scenes.
Yeah. No, but he wouldn't have had a chance to do much anyway, because he came into it at the end, and I think for anyone to try to direct that many characters is like insane. So like everyone had to get pieces. Spider-Man, I loved.
it
like,
was directed by 2 people, wasn't
yeah,
it?
the
It was
Russo
both-
brothers.
yeah.
They directed Winter Soldier. They done Civil War, and they did Infinity War and Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been just grown,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Yeah, like Robert Downey Jr. did fantastic. He is Iron Man. That's what.
He is Iron Man.
Like he literally he went out saying it. So he is Iron Man. Good luck to anyone. Like
no one can
It's
take
always going
over
to take
his
that man to
position.
look. That's it.
Can't.
It's gone.
no, like
Unless it's his daughter.
yeah,
In
but it's
the future,
That's-
nothing can happen.
yeah, but if they were rebooting this somehow for some reason in the future,
Just reboot
Well,
all
that's-
of these.
yeah, like they're gonna be starting again at some point. Good luck to the person that's taking on the role as Iron Man,
They
because
wouldn't.
like with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. You know,
Yeah.
some characters when they play them, they just become like they
That's just
That's
who they
why
are, yeah.
a lot of them
Yeah.
are just being replaced by women. Like, it's not just for
'Cause
the whole movement, it's because
It's
no
easier
other
to
man
change it.
can replace
yeah.
the iconic characters.
Well, that makes sense, I guess, kind
I
of.
suppose.
Unless it doesn't make sense to change. Like, I don't mind it to some extent, unless it's completely just done for some other reason, changing genders and doing other random stuff. But
Yeah, but Thor's replacement is a woman, and that was just
Oh, yeah, that was cool,
That
like,
was fine, but
that was him passing on the
that
armor.
was-
Well, without passing
that
on his
was
weapon.
said,
He's like, I'll give you a handshake. You're not
That
getting
was
like one.
said.
She can't hold it.
Nearly 5 years ago, that like when I was in college, that was said that Thor was being replaced by a woman,
Oh, yeah,
and
the
people went
comics.
apeshit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Yeah.
like,
You know,
it
but
makes sense for her to become the
Oh,
next
and
leader.
this, yeah.
She
I
is
don't
a
know.
leader, like,
yeah,
you know.
she's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
born
badass.
leader.
Yeah,
She has a Pegasus. That's
she
cool.
has got Pegasus.
Yeah, that's why you need to be a leader.
Pegasus, yeah.
But she's a warrior. She's one of the main warriors from a really old time.
Yeah, because she
Valkyrie,
was there.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie,
She's
she's
one of
Valkyrie, yeah.
Odin's
She was there when they fought Death the first time.
Yeah.
Odin's
That's her
head
name,
guards,
no?
like,
No.
But she's the
Goddess
goddess
of
of death.
So
Yeah.
that's what she
Yeah.
says, so.
Yeah. All
Uh,
of her friends died.
yeah.
yeah.
She lived, and she lived in that battle, she lived in this battle.
Yeah. She survived.
Valkyries are very hard to kill.
Yeah.
So,
That's their main.
That's their whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like they're super hard to kill.
Yeah, it's like
she's
the
really
whole
strong.
mythology behind them is that they're kind of like cats and they
Powered up.
have multiple lives. You know, they
Ah.
come out and they come back.
I don't think the ones that the goddess of death spared had multiple lives. I think they just died the first time they spoke up.
She is the goddess of death, so she
She
could
doesn't.
kill
The cat
that
lives don't
many
work
times.
on her.
Yeah.
But like getting back to that whole time, like we knew it was more likely like gonna happen. He's liked it though, even though it was like kind of predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great movie. Very
Yeah, it was done
predictable.
really well.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
wasn't. Like, it's
Kinda
very
knew
hard
what
to
was
come
happening.
up with a unique script. You
Yeah,
know?
like that's the thing. Like, not only does this movie have to like balance so many
Yeah.
characters, but also because it's like other than Spider-Man, like this is like the main conclusion for so many different characters and their stories. So like they have like they're putting themselves in a
Every
corner where
story.
it has to come to like a conclusion, and those are always kind of like predictable
Yeah.
to some extent. So I thought they did a good job. What do you think about when during the battle scene, Spider-Man is like when he's trying to make it to the truck, the van with the Infinity Gauntlet to get the gems back, and he gets attacked, and he's like stealth mode, kill mode activate or
Yeah.
whatever, activate kill mode, and it's like Like that was pretty awesome.
He still didn't have it.
If you think about it, like that, even though it's been 5 years, it's probably only been a couple of weeks.
No,
he said it was
seconds.
yeah,
It
he's
felt
like
nothing for the ones who were dusted.
yeah, that's what he said.
Since the
since
since
his
his
movie.
like when he learned that he could do
yeah.
it, you know, it's only been a couple of weeks.
So he has no practice.
Yeah.
So he's just letting it go.
That bit really stuck with me and annoyed me about Spider-Man and all the alien things piling up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a scene, if you reflect back, when Iron Man discovers Spider-Man and he says this kid can lift up a 300-pound truck.
Oh yeah, like he's super
with
strong.
one hand.
But he was trying to hold
But he
the
could have held the
gauntlet.
gauntlet and just started punching them all.
He
And
was
he's also
hitting them all,
killing.
pushing them all away, and he had
Yeah.
all the
To
things.
be fair, there was about 10 on top of him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
we
don't know
more
this-
than 10.
We don't know the
They were
strength of
piling
him.
up under
Yeah.
him.
His
and
power
everything.
level's so strong, he could have just grabbed one of them in the head, just crushed their skull like one at a
Yeah.
time.
Oh, that was
That's how
a,
strong he is.
this is going off, but when we were watching Infinity War again, this was a nice little detail that we noticed when they're going to the planet to fight Thanos. Iron Man and Spider-Man are like doing the control thing, and like it's really hard to turn or something like that.
Yeah,
So
he's
Iron Man,
super strong to
like
turn
he's
the
struggling
control.
for a second, and he has to put his iron glove on to like give him the power boost. But Spider-Man's just like.
Spider-Man is actually
Like it's
just
his
doing
detail,
it.
you know, just to show
He's
like,
like,
oh yeah,
That's how strong he is.
he doesn't need to
But
get
the
power.
thing, Thanos is supposed to be the ones doing it, like the super
Yeah.
strong, like two hands going in.
So that was
And
But
nice.
because it was
little
so far
cages.
away,
Yeah.
Iron Man was doing one and Spider-Man was doing the other.
Yeah.
And he was just like, come on, do it harder to Iron
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
So, but like,
That's
that,
our laugh when we were watching
that was a
it.
nice detail.
Yeah.
And I like the fact when Spider-Man goes, like Peter Parker just go up to Tony Stark, Iron Man, like when he's all like, it's been like, I don't know, Doctor Strange was there and he was all like, it's been 5 years, they need our help, let's go. Like I thought that was awesome, and then they just hugged and it's just like, oh, it's been 5 years for him
So the
though.
whole reason why Tony Stark decided to go time traveling was to save him.
Yeah.
And like I said to Dom, he's going sacrificing his daughter to save his son.
No, he says that he couldn't.
I know, yeah.
That he wasn't losing his daughter.
I know, but it was the
Bring them-
risk.
It
Yeah.
was
Taking
no.
a risk.
But like just looking at the picture of
Yeah.
Spider-Man just holding his diploma
And then-
in the
And then he had
Yeah.
then he had a drink and like discovered time travel. He,
Yeah.
like, just like
That's it. Yeah.
time travel. I
After
know.
saying that afternoon, this is super difficult, it's not
I'll
possible.
never do that.
I wonder if like time actually
Just stumbles
happens,
on-
like if
yeah.
it's a couple of days we're meant to happen.
Well, if
Who knows?
there's
To be
obviously
fair-
a bit of time had gone because
They were
they
working
got
out,
Hulk came, Hulk,
built
sit-
the
Phil-
demo thing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he
But it
he
wasn't very
configured it himself. Like
Yeah.
you know, he did it wrong.
It wasn't very clear though that there was time in between.
Yeah, it wasn't
Sure,
super.
sure.
That's
clear,
a
but
that's a hard
or
thing to
had
do with a
to
3 hour
be time,
movie.
you
So
know? Yeah.
there's certain slow things that they can leave in.
Well,
to
they did a quick
explain,
ease with a
but-
black screen and saying 5 years later.
Yeah. It's
5 years
Very
later.
slowly just bump,
Yeah.
Five.
bump,
Yeah.
bump.
Also,
years.
when Tony Stark is driving to Captain America, like he could have been already halfway when they put that there, you know, where they were showing it like him driving all the way around
Yeah.
and then reversing back. It's like, yeah,
But
I'm
that's
here.
because they were doing the opposite of what happened in
Yeah,
was it Civil War? Where he
Mm.
drove away from Captain America in a sports car. He did
Mm.
it literally that in the movie.
Yeah.
But backwards.
Reverse.
Yeah. He was
Mm.
coming
Everything
to
was in
him instead of
reverse,
going back.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is kind of a
So
new way of doing it.
if Hawkeye's wife and him were exactly the same age before she disappeared,
He's now 5 years.
Yeah.
older.
That's
He also-
everybody who's
Yeah.
disappeared, everyone they know.
I was gonna
All
say,
their children, all their everything is
Yeah.
5 years older.
I was about to say he looks the most different, but then I remember Thor. So I was like, he also looks the most different, you know, with his hair and everything. But then you like look at Thor and the beard and everything. He's like, never mind. Thor's got him in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, talk about nearly everything. But the big massive scale fight in general. When they were all fighting Thanos and they all got beaten and Captain America was the only one to stand up, and then he gets the call like Sam just like like Captain, like, are you there? Blah, and then all the
circles coming out from.
Like, did you think that was that big? I was like,
yeah.
even just like, because this is our second time, I was like, this is awesome because you just see like Black Panther coming through, and you just see opening all of Wakanda, everything, and Doctor Strange opens.
Are we missing anyone else?
Everyone. Oh yeah. See, that's
I thought that was a reference to Black Widow as well, like that she is on that other planet and it did work. Hulk said that he wanted to bring her back, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
I felt like that was another reference to it did work, but didn't go to that planet to get one more person.
That's what I thought.
That's kind of what was
because
in my
there
head,
is no living beings on that planet.
Yeah, exactly. It's only your man from
Red
Skull.
But if you think about it as well, Gamora's body is technically still there.
In a different timeline.
Oh,
in their own timeline.
Oh, this time talk is confusing.
It's like as soon as Black Widow fell, I instantly looked around the screen to see where's Gamora's body.
Yeah. When Hulk clicked his fingers, he didn't ask for Gamora to come back. Only you know.
Yeah. Only Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if there was a way for either of them to come back through this whole thing, it'd be Black Widow, considering the stone that she got killed for is also getting returned. So if there was any loophole of either that Gamora or Black Widow getting brought back, it'd be Black Widow, because the stones are meant to be getting taken back to the exact same
moment.
So it's like they were never gone. So it was like her death was never happened. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's confusing.
So who knows what they're gonna do? Black Widow's movie is her waking up in that timeline, trying to get back to her.
It would definitely be the timeline where Hawkeye and Black Widow tried to jump off the cliff. It wouldn't be the timeline where Gamora died. It would have to be
them fighting each other.
So Gamora is gone.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Like her
unless Guardians of the Galaxy is about how to bring her back, and it just so happens.
Oh no, Guardians of the Galaxy is just gonna be focused on the Gamora that came from Thanos' timeline, because she's still there. She didn't get dusted.
Yeah, not necessarily though.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. I think that was the whole reason why
that's
that
not his Gamora.
Yeah.
I know, but his is dead.
Complicating a lot of things, and that's how franchises kind of lose momentum when they have to reintroduce a character, but it's the exact same character, but she doesn't have any of the memories or skills or anything that she's learned from before.
Yeah, but I don't think Gamora, like, I don't know. I don't think she was yeah, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're really just gonna. They're probably not gonna push the relationship as much, or they might. Who knows? It's kind of weird then, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be that Gamora that is gonna join the group, and they're probably gonna be a big friend group.
I don't think it is. I think they're gonna try bring her back.
They probably
by
will,
using
it makes sense for them to try
from the past somehow.
Yeah, it does make sense for him to try. Like, he does love her,
just
so
gets Cap's time machine thing and just put her and get her to go back.
If it works for them, then they can bring Black Widow back somehow. They risk time travel to go back again.
Yeah.
But one thing this movie made me realize how much I actually liked Nebula a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she did like the actor, like she did fantastic. The character, like, you sympathize with her, and I thought they were going to kill her, like the present one when she got captured.
It's still annoying me that when our future self killed our past self, she didn't die. Like, I know they filled in
for different timelines.
Yeah, I know they said what was going to do, but she should have fucking died. That's not how just because they said one thing doesn't mean that's how time travel works.
It's like, that's not. It's like you're saying Back to the Future is a lot of bullshit.
And Captain America fighting himself. You know, we should have had some sort of scar or something left,
you
know.
After fighting.
I don't think
but it's meant to be a different.
I know it's a different timeline.
It's America.
It's only a different timeline after that happens, you know.
Yeah.
Like, up until that point where they meet, that was still they're the same timeline, you know. So
yeah, I don't know.
Like, fair enough with Nebula that it wasn't the same timeline. But that Captain America.
This whole time travel thing.
I think you just have to take time travel with a grain of salt and just be like, okay, that's what they said.
That's what I said before.
That's what happened.
It's like a quantum physicist.
You roll with it or you don't.
I don't.
You didn't roll with it.
You need to just roll with it and have like a pinch of salt on the side. It's fine. That's
I
what
don't like
happens.
salt.
It must make the movie a lot less enjoyable when most of it's time travel. It's like, oh shit, I don't roll with this version of time travel.
Yeah. This isn't the right way.
When Captain America does fight himself, because you were mentioning that just there, when he gets him down, he whispers, like he says, Bucky's alive.
Yeah.
And he just, because like that's what happens, like every time anyone mentioned like Bucky or anything like that, like Captain America dropped his guard instantly and was like stupid.
So he knows.
So the second he said it to him, he's like, what? And he's like, he's like,
he also used the thing to make him stop moving.
Oh yeah.
I liked that.
I was afraid that would like, would they not do something like that's evil?
Well, yeah, he
depends
if
on
he
that
wanted
behold,
to.
If they make them faint or give them a command to do.
Yeah. It depends on who's using it. Like if it's evil.
Like if Captain America can pick up the hammer, then he's pure of heart. So
Yeah,
maybe
he's
that's
not
the
going to
command.
make him do that to himself.
Yeah.
That was the command they gave him. Make sure our mission is successful.
And
pick up Thor's hammer.
it also shows that like the whole debate, like the whole Iron Man versus Captain America, like it shows that like neither were like either fully wrong, like with the choices that they were making, with Captain America not wanting to sign the thing,
Yeah.
you know, so like because he was still worthy of holding the hammer with everything that happened.
Yeah, it's pure.
Yeah. Like.
Well, at the end of the day, he stood for freedom, and he was against what Iron Man was doing because it was against freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was still pure of heart.
Yeah.
But again, it's pure of his own heart. You know.
Yeah. Thor's hammer's weird.
It's not like it's not something that you can just pick and choose. You know, it's just if you're pure of your own heart, like someone else's heart could be a different kind of pure.
Yeah, pure evil. And I'm holding Thor's hammer. What? I'm worried. I'm the like next wordy killer of the world. Thanos 2.0. I'm not gonna click my fingers again. I did too much. I realize. So yeah, we went. Like I'm trying to think. Like this movie, like is so long. Like
so much happens in
like,
it. You can't really talk about everything without having a 5 hour.
Especially when you're jumping back and forth between things. It's hard to.
Exactly.
It's like. What did we not talk about? That really is something that you should. Everyone's probably mentioned or talked about. This whole jumping around.
We'll do a part 2 after the comments. Yeah.
We just didn't talk about this every comment.
Yeah. Whatever people want us to talk about, will that be a revisit video?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, one thing at the start, I thought.
You're forgetting
the Tony Stark, like how he looked when he was like starving on the ship. Like, I just want to say that looked also. That was great.
I liked that Nebula was taking care of him as well.
And the fact that she won and you can just. But she always lost to Gamora. Like, she always lost it at every time,
and then
that's
she
why
gave him the end of the food.
And Tony gave her humanity.
Yeah, I liked that.
Like, because when you're waiting for this movie to come out and you see the trailers and you're all like, oh yeah, Tony Stark was left on the planet with Nebula. That's an odd like pairing of two. Like how are they gonna get along?
Yeah, but every ad was just Tony Stark in that ship.
Yeah,
there was no Nebula like.
Yeah.
So I was kind of thinking that she had just left them.
Yeah, it's like okay, peace. Yeah. I gave you this ship. You go do your thing. Yeah. I'm after Thanos still because she wouldn't stop just because Gamora died or anything like that. That would just. Feel her rage and want to continue. So and Chris Evans, like how they made him look when he was older at the end, that was also fantastic. So that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, let us know in the comments below if there's anyone
if we forgot to mention anything.
We did, so let us know what we forgot to mention
and what you guys thought of it and everything else.
And if this was kind of hard to watch because we were jumping all over the place. None of us have actually done anything like this before, so I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey everyone, I just want to say thank you for making it to the end of this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more videos from me, click on any of the video links that are available right now. Go on, I dare you.